welcome to another beer review, and this could be a good one. I'm kind of looking forward to this. Hopefully it will deliver what I expectantly hope it will deliver. I've done a few of these kind of beers and they haven't kind of let me down. They've been quite nice, and they're kind of a bit unusual. But recently we've done a couple of kind of plum porters. We did the Aldi plum porter at £1.39, and that was actually quite a nice porter. I would actually recommend that for the money in that. It's actually a really quite nice porter. It's a nice beer. And then we tried the Sainsbury's Taste of Difference Christmas porter, and that was shit. I'll be honest, it was just shit. So for the money and everything else, I just thought, no, it's just trying to get a kind of novelty beer out there, and just the flavour profiles were all over the place, and it's just hard to pin them down, and they didn't really kind of go with each other, and it just became a bit of a mess flavour wise. So no, I wouldn't recommend it. But today we're going to be doing St. Peter's plum porter. Now we did a golden ale, and I think we did a bitter, and they were both kind of quite nice actually. And I got this in Morrison's, and it's part of the 4 bottles for £6, so that means it's £1.50. And there we go, see? Einstein will be shitting himself with that one, eh? Not into my talents. So yes, so this is St. Peter's Plum Porter. It's a sweet porter with a jammy damson blackcurrant kind of flavour profiles. Sounds lovely. It's a 5%. I can't read now. Well, strange that. They've actually got it in Russian as well. This is quite very interesting, yeah? Oh, no ideas. Don't know if they sell it out there, I've never seen it, but anyway, does it say anything? This is expertly crafted in Suffolk. There's no any kind of spiel on it. But apart from it's a 500ml bottle, 5% alcohol per volume. And that's it. And yes, it's brewed in Suffolk, so yeah, there's nothing else I can really say about that. Why don't we just crack it open and see what's happening? Oh. Right. Here we go. You can see it's an unusual bottle. That's the thing that initially caught my eye. The first time I think it was with a golden ale. And I'm thinking, and I thought I'd try it. I'd never seen it before, and it was just a bit of an unusual bottle. Well, it's a nice kind of darkish porter. It's good. It's got the darkness. It's usually the case as though we get some maltiness. Jeremy Poo's is happy. I'm happy. Right. Oh, well, there we go. There's some smells here. Let's break these down. I'm getting a fruity flavour. It does smell like kind of, I like plum. It does actually smell like kind of like fruit, like real fruit plums, you know. So it does. There's a sweetness to it. So there is. Hold on, I think that battery's going to do. Hold on, I'll change the battery. There we go. So yeah, let's have a taste of this. It's got plumminess. As you start, you get that kind of fruity and kind of plumminess to start with. Then you get the kind of it kind of goes into the kind of mid-tongue, and just as it goes into the mid-tongue you start getting a bit of hint of chocolate, which then kind of starts to build up, intensifies, and you get a kind of a dark chocolate bitterness as the aftertaste. So yes, it's kind of really only kind of 2 kind of profiles. So you're getting the fruitiness to start with, it's kind of blending over into the kind of mid-tongue, at which point in the mid-tongue you're starting to get the dark chocolate flavours, and then of course that's kind of building up to a bitterness in the aftertaste. So there you go. It's nice. It tastes like a fruity dark chocolate, that type of thing, like maybe kind of a dark chocolate with kind of dates and things. Obviously not as sweet, of course, but yeah, it's like a very kind of like fruity dark chocolate kind of flavour profiles. They're very nice. I think, I'd be totally honest, I think it just that it's missing that little bit of sweetness. I think it's a case of you've got the plum fruitiness, you've got the chocolateness, you know, the kind of chocolatiness and the bitterness. But what it's kind of missing is like the bitterness goes with the dark chocolate. That's fine. That's a normal thing. But you think with the fruitiness it'd be better, maybe slightly kind of malty sweetness to go with it. But there isn't. So it's like this kind of fruitiness without the sweetness, and then it's going into kind of chocolate bitterness, and it's just slightly lacking because of that. It's okay. It's quite nice, but just lacking. It's that there's a slight imbalance with it. I mean, if I was comparing it, yes, it's a lot better than Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Christmas Porter. Easily better than that. But how does it compare to the Aldi Plum Porter? Well, I actually prefer the Aldi Plum Porter for the main reason is that there's a bit more balance to it. There is that bit of sweetness, there is that bit of bitterness. You're not getting it with this, unfortunately. You're getting, like I said, you're getting the fruitiness, you're getting the chocolateness, you're getting the bitterness, but you're just not getting that little bit of sweetness to go along with the kind of fruity flavour. So it makes it feel a bit kind of strange, because when you kind of get the taste of fruit, you expect to have sweetness or even a hint of sweetness, an accent of sweetness, but you're getting none of that. Yeah, just it's like, I mean, the bitterness isn't that strong anyway, but it's that kind of chocolatey bitterness that you get on the back of your kind of mouth, especially if you've been eating dark chocolate. So it emulates that quite a lot. What would I give it out of 5? I would give it a 3. It's above average, but it is ever so slightly lacking. It does need a little bit of ever so slight prominent sweetness to it, and I think yes, that would kind of boost it a bit. But in general, yes, it's a nicely brewed beer. It's got nice plum flavours to it. It's got really nice chocolate flavours. They're all nice. Just lacking that little bit of sweetness. But anyway, that's us. I would say, would I buy it again? Oh, maybe. I would maybe buy it again, but I would be totally honest, if I had the choice, I would probably buy the Aldi Plum Porter, the kind of Harper's Plum Porter from Aldi, probably before I would buy this. But there is some nice flavour profiles in this, and that's why I'm giving it a 3. Price wise, £1.50. Well, when I bought the other ones from Waitrose, they weren't the kind of £1.50 mark. They were kind of roughly about, I think, roughly 120, 130. I'll need to check that. So, but maybe the price is a little bit higher for the plum porters or things like that. But yeah, would I buy it again? Well, probably not, because there's other stuff I'd probably want to kind of drink before this. And Harper's Plum Porter from Aldi would probably be one of them. So yeah, anyway, that's us for this evening. Thank you for watching. Cheers, and bye for now.